On Heroes' Wings, a tribute to victims of 9/11. The day the world stood still. It was a beautiful morning, sunny and bright, a great day to awake, everything right. Off to work, the city alive, dresses and skirts, suits filled with pride. No time to waste, better hurry, it's late. Later than you think. I wish you could wait. Elevators travel to the top floor. An appointment at 9. Open the door. Pressure and stress. If you could only see how little that meant. Tragedy waits for thee. Then the sounds of the engines, the whining, chill blast. As it enters the building, the impact is fast. Within seconds, the heat, the fumes and the flames, you call out to God in so many names. The smoke surrounds you. It's getting harder to breathe. You can call on your cell phone. Someone answer, please. Finally, a voice as you call 911. The dispatcher is calm as she picks up the phone. Please help us. We're stranded. We can't see. We can't breathe. The heat is intense. We need help. Come quickly. Help's on the way. Get down on the floor, but the floor is so hot I can't take anymore. Some are pushed out to the windows. They rush, trying to catch air and escape from the crush. The metal and debris, soaring flames engulf some. So out windows they jump, don't wait for what's to come. The heroes they come, climbing stairs to the top, shouting out instructions. Down the stairs, do not stop. Firemen, policemen, port authority too, all taking chances to rescue a few. But the heat is too much. And the building gives way, and the floors they collapse, tumbling down that fateful day. The screaming and crying, the crashing of steel, then silence, it's gone. In tombs they are sealed. Many innocent die, many heroes that day. Some are reluctant to serve, but go anyway. Up the stairs the heroes go as people rush out. The sounds they're so dreadful of life burning out. The heroes, they'll say, it's just what they do. They're paid for their service to save lives like you. But it takes more than duty. It takes courage to be someone who risks their lives to save you and me. The world stood still on that fateful day. Some watched in horror as death came in waves. The TV, the radio, the traffic stood still. Life as it was had changed, not by will. Never to be the same, never forget. 9/11, in infamy, evil was met. A phone call. The fire is coming, the heat's so intense. It looks like the end, no sense to pretend. It looks like we're finished, not much more I can do. I need to call my wife to tell her I love you. I love you so much. Tell the children that too, that I'll always be there in spirit with you. Whenever you see a flower or tree or the bluest of skies, just think of me. Oh, how much I love you. And how sorry I am that I can't be there with you as you grow up, my children. And someday in the future, I'll see you again, and I'll hug you and kiss you as you enter heaven. First responders, they came, they saw, they conquered. Their task was clear at hand. Go into the depths of harm's way. It's time to make a stand. Was there any other option? They pledged allegiance to always serve. It was their job and their duty. They had courage and the nerve. The flames and smoke engulfed them there. It was an incredibly formidable foe. They were trained for such a difficult job. Into the flames they would bravely go. Courageous and bold were they. They set their standards very high. No defeat or no retreat for them. Their duty was to do or to die. The first responders came that day. They rescued many, many souls. They would not stop their assault. They knew their job. They knew their roles. While others ran away in fear, they trudged into the flames. If there was still lives to save, they did it with honor and not for fame. Firefighters and the police poured authority too. They all came in brave devotion. They came to help and to rescue. And we salute them all for what they did upon that day, for they sacrificed, they paid a price, a debt we can never repay. The Pentagon. It's 8 a.m. at Dulles Airport. The passengers are waiting in line for American Airlines Flight 77 is going to leave for LA on time. The flight takes off and things seem fine along the way, but the plane is hijacked by terrorists and changes directions from LA. The plane begins to descend at 9:40 a.m. and is flying very low. It clips some light poles on its approach to its target. The Pentagon didn't know. On the ground, the Pentagon stirs. 20,000 plus workers prepare for a busy day. They're not expecting what is to come. Then word of New York and everything is in disarray. Suddenly, there is a sensational noise and a split second of a high-pitched whine. Following comes a booming, echoing crash as Flight 77 hits the Pentagon. Then a quiet, eerie sound as workers find themselves on the floor. Then the heat and orange walls of flame penetrate the building's halls and doors. Get out, get out! Someone yells. Don't panic, just walk, please don't run. A feeling of helplessness fills the air. There is fear that another attack may come. Miraculously, most are able to flee before a part of the buildings collapse. But 64 are killed on Flight 77, and 126 on the ground die after they are trapped. A memorial is resurrected at the Pentagon, and it stands for one and all. It stands for innocent souls who died when the plane hit the wall. A flight bound for somewhere. On a day like any other, the passengers check their baggage in. They're anxious to be boarding a flight to somewhere they began. Once on board, they sit, confident of the course they are to take. Some choose to go to sleep, some choose to stay awake. But in the midst of the flight, commotion fills the air. Someone's been knifed. They see the body there. Someone yells, the cockpit's been taken and the pilot has lost control. This must be a hijacking. The plane turns and starts to roll. The passengers start phone calling. The word comes from on the ground. 2 flights have hit the towers. Terrorists are all around. The flight is bound for somewhere it can't be very good. It looks like we are headed for Washington's neighborhood. The passengers get together. We must stop this evil act. We're all going to die anyway, so let's end this planned attack. One passenger said, let's roll. Then they burst down the cockpit door. They fight against the terrorists to save lives and many more. Down the plane begins to tumble. It's heading for the open ground. Down and down it spins disabled. Metal hits ground with a horrible sound. Then the silence is deafening as newborn graves strewn the field. A memorial is resurrected to honor those who died in dear Shanksville. Disaster. The day the world stood still, disaster cast an evil chill. Panic and confusion came in waves, and shock prevailed near the new-made graves. There was an eerie calm after the storm, looking for bodies and looking for loved ones. Pictures placed all over the walls, searching for those who missed roll call. Had anyone seen my friend Sally or Bill? Desperately searching for any sign of them still. Watching and waiting, calling their phone, but nobody knew if they survived or were gone. Time goes on slowly, agonizingly slow, as the search continues. Hope's embers stop their glow. Now is the time to accept reality. The chance they're alive has passed probability. So prepare for the worst. You may not see them again. Hope starts to fade as night draws to an end. A new day is dawning. We must never forget and do what we must, but never, never forget. Oh, it hurts so bad. Tell me, dear sir, have you seen my sister? Please tell me, dear sir, 'cause I really miss her. Have you seen my brother? Have you seen my father? Have you seen my husband? Have you seen my daughter? Oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad, and I'm so sad. It hurts so bad. They said they'd see me at night, said they would come home. But now it's too late. Now I'm all alone. Have you seen my boy? Have you seen my friend? How could they leave me? Is this the beginning of the end? Have you seen my Billy? Have you seen my sweet Sue? Have you seen my daddy? What am I going to do? Oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. I'm so sad. Oh, it hurts so bad. Have you seen my wife? Have you seen my son? I've looked everywhere. Tell me, have you seen my loved one? Tell me, please, sir, what happened to them? Was it done on purpose? What an evil intent. So many innocents, so much deep grief. Why would they do this? It's beyond my belief. Oh, it hurts so bad. Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why were they taken from us? They were good and they were loving. What really was the cause? Too soon they were taken, too soon they were gone. No time for goodbyes, and now we're alone. If I'd known at the time, if I'd known way back then, I'd kiss them and I'd hug them and I'd try to stop them. Don't leave today, please. Don't walk out that door. Stay and live a while longer. Live many, many years more. But it wasn't my call. It wasn't meant to be. And now all I have to remember is the bittersweet memories. I will never forget that infamous day. I will always remember how they were taken away. Now, after 9/11, there were many, many who were wanting to enlist in the service. So this is about a young volunteer. The boy, oh so young, who is barely 18, says, "Mom and Dad, there's someone I've seen. A recruiter has said, I'm eligible now to fight for our freedom and make a difference somehow." Mom's eyes well with tears. "Please, you don't have to go. Let someone older go off to the war." "No, I can't turn my back. It's my duty to serve, so America's safe and our freedom's preserved." So young and so tender, there's no changing his mind. The mother's heart breaks as she sees him the last time. Off to a war he chose not to avoid. A safe harbor here instead he's deployed. While others lie sleeping, safe in their beds, this boy turned to soldier, keeps watch in their stead. Where life goes on daily, taken for granted by some, this boy turned to a man, someone's sacrificed son. Be united. We know the beginning, but where is the end? We know of lost loved ones, but how can we mend? There still is an enemy out there waiting for us to slip up, get careless. We have to watch what he does. We must remain alert. We must be on our guard. We must be faithful to our cause and freedom's regard. We can't be intimidated. We must be very strong. We will prevail in the end if we do what's right, not what's wrong. Our preamble is clear: justice for all. Ensure tranquility, defend when we're called. If we stay true to beliefs, yet respect others' points of views and work for the good of mankind, not just a few. If we remember our roots, but stay united as one. Americans first. Stay strong until we've won. On Heroes' Wings, a tribute to the victims of 9/11.